Hey softies, welcome to Between Us. This is DSY and Sanu. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. It's going to relate to all the teens who are entering into their adulthood. Basically, whoever is using social media and doing content, it's going to help them. But before getting into the episode, as usual, we'll start with tongue twisters. Okay, this is a very famous one. Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter. I think we already did this one. Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter. 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 Surprisingly good. Pinky proudly packed purple pickles. 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 I was there as well. So today's topic is how social media is affecting our self-worth. So as we all know, social media has slowly become something that affects us or makes us question ourselves. It's affecting us the way we see ourselves. Like a simple 15-second reel can take us through whirlwind of emotions. Let's say if the reel is about positivity, it's motivational, and it's about how good the life is, then we are gonna feel amazing the whole day. But let's say the reel is about something very negative, something makes you disappointed and question yourself, then our mood just changes. And we always question ourselves and feel like we are letting ourselves down in this whole thing. And also, as we doom scroll, we go through a roller coaster of emotions because maybe the first reel is about happiness and self love and everything, but the second reel is about your career or something that is very negative. Then we feel bad about ourselves. So our mood instantly changes with the reel we get. So we go through a lot of emotions, but we don't really sit with any of those emotions. We just pass through them just like that. And also, it affects us in a very long run because it's evident that social media is ruling the world, guys. Because every time we are on social media, most of us are using social media, most of us are posting content and recording ourselves and doing stuff. Also, when it comes to creating content, let's say if I upload a video and it gets many views, if it has got a very good reach, then I would be very happy that day. And let's say if the reel didn't go well, didn't do well, if the reel got very low views, and I would feel very bad about it and start questioning myself because I am seeking validation from all of you. I am seeking validation from people who are watching my reels. If the reel gets very high views, I'll feel that okay, I'm doing great, I'm doing a very good job. But if it didn't do well, then I start questioning what I'm doing. So it's strange that how a very small reel, a very simple 5-second or 15-second reel can influence so much on us. And I think this pattern of social media affecting your mood, it's not direct because there is nobody on the screen telling you you're not enough. Yeah, it's like you watch their content, okay? Suppose you're watching a Get Ready With Me reel, and then suddenly it starts to kick your insecurities. You know that the girl took like 2 hours to get ready, but then you start to question your entire life. You start to question how you look, your body shape, your skin color, your the way you dress up, everything, the way you do your makeup. You start to question everything. So it's influencing you in a very quiet way, but it's very significant because I feel like there have been many times where I also start to change the way I post myself online. Maybe I saw someone doing something in a certain way, and I try to do it in the same way, thinking I would get validated if I do it the same way. I think people will give me more acceptance when I'm in a certain way, and you start to slowly lose yourself in that loop of consciousness, and it's like nobody on the social media feels original at this point because there are people who are just using scripts from ChatGPT. There are people who are just faking their lifestyle. There are people who are acting like they're productive but they are not in real life.
And I think the way you're getting affected, it's not in a short run. It stays with you for a long time. Because obviously we are like, social media has become a routine now. We wake up scrolling reels, we scroll reels till like 2 a.m. in the night. It's very, it's
Like
become
it's part of our daily routine.
yeah, it's part of our daily routine now. And this change, the way it's changing your mood, the way it's affecting your energy, it's significant. And I think the way you're getting affected, it stays with you for a long time. For example, let's talk about comparison. There are many people who will just compare themselves with people on internet. And thing is, they don't even know that the reality that it took before the video was posted. Maybe, the girl who's posting a makeup video of 2 hours, she was crying the minute ago. Right? Because that can happen. Like, you are just seeing the good part of their life. Nobody is posting their bad parts, obviously, because nobody is getting motivated from that. And this dopamine hit when you're doom scrolling reels, it is unhealthy. And we all know that it's unhealthy, but we still can't stop it. I'm not proud of it. Even I doom scroll a lot of times. Like, my whole day passes with doom scrolling and I wouldn't even realize. I feel like we all know that we are getting affected. We all know the significance of what is happening with our lives. We all know how social media is shaping our, entire day. And yet we can't stop it. That's the problem. We have realized it, but there is no way out of this, this loop. Obviously, we can't stay without social media because a lot of people are making lives out of social media. There are many influencers who are, full-time content creators. They make money out of social media, so they can't stop using social media out of nowhere.
I also believe that the content we consume online also matters a lot because let's say my IG feed is always about self-love, something motivational or something empowering, and it has this positive effect on me all the time. So I feel very good about my feed. And I hate it when someone, does something to my feed. I don't want my feed to change. I want my FIP to be the same thing every day. So I don't get, reels which are related to some celebrity gossips or, some memes or any kind of negative stuff. And I don't care about those celebrity gossips, what's happening. Like, I care about what's happening and, like in society generally, the news, everything. I get those kind of reels, but not something related to, celebrities and all of that. Because I don't want to feed my brain with those kind of stuff. I don't want my brain to consume something which isn't necessary, and it doesn't, make any sense to feed your brain, which doesn't help you. So instead, I follow people. I watch people. I watch the videos of people who actually influence me in a good way, who help me through tough times, and who motivate me to do something. Like, let's say I listen to podcasts, and I can tell you that when I was going through a very tough phase, podcasts have really helped me. And also the YouTubers I watch or the people I follow on Instagram are mostly someone who motivates me, who makes me feel positive, and who has this very good influence on me. So that's why I believe that social media isn't entirely bad. It's about what we choose to feed our mind, what we choose to consume our mind with, because I believe that our mind always listens to us more than we realize. Like, if you feed good stuff, your mind gonna shift into that. It falls into this paradigm of positive things. If your mind is fed with all the negativity, like I've seen people talking, speaking negative things to themselves. So if we constantly speak to ourselves in a negative way and compare ourselves or only focus on the failures, it slowly pulls us down. So if we choose to speak ourselves with kind words and only focus on the growth, it changes the entire narrative. Finally, I believe that it's important what we are feeding ourselves with. It's important to watch content, which helps us grow in life, which helps us focus on ourselves, and which which only has a positive impact on us. So, to conclude, even through my tough times, I always remind myself that eventually it's going to be all right. And life is not always about those views and the algorithm. It's more to it. Like, there's more to life than, being on phone. And social media have to be something, with a good influence on us, which doesn't destroy our self worth. At the end of the day, the relationship we have with ourselves is more important than the relationship we have with our phones, or relationship with our content isn't much important. So social media has to be something, let's assume it as a stock. So invest it in a stock which gives you profits or gains, not a stock which gives you loss.